The world's top entrepreneurs share a set of habits, and these habits have allowed them to build billion-dollar businesses. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 game-changing habits that world-class entrepreneurs use to get to the top, and action steps and a book recommendation to help you build these habits. Who am I? I'm Simon Mucha. I read 1 book per week, and on this channel, we talk about business mastery, wealth creation, and mindset. If you're ready to build a business, create wealth, or build an unstoppable mindset, hit that subscribe button and we are getting straight into it. Habit 1, building resilience and pushing through failure. So Arianna Huffington, she is the founder of the HuffPost. She faced 36 or 37 rejections before publishing her 2nd book. What about Howard Schultz from Starbucks? So he approached 242 investors to build Starbucks, and he was rejected by 217 of them. What about J.K. Rowling from Harry Potter? She faced 12 rejections before successfully publishing Harry Potter. So some action steps to build mental resilience and pushing through failure. So apply the Stoic philosophy. So in Stoic philosophy, you can only control your perceptions, your decisions, and actions. Anytime you try and control anything outside of these things, you're gonna end up pissed off and frustrated. Also, practice negative visualization. What is the worst that could happen? And come to terms with it, accept it. And also what you can do is embrace challenges. So have a cold shower every day. This is gonna help you embrace challenges. And a really good book on Stoic philosophy is called The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday. Read that book, it's gonna give you a great insight into mental resilience and to deal with failure. Habit 2, taking extreme ownership. So what about Elon Musk? He's worth $500 billion. He will literally get on the floor with his engineers to ensure the success of SpaceX and Tesla. He will work alongside of them. What about Jeff Bezos taking extreme ownership? So Amazon, they tried to launch a phone called the Fire Phone. It was a massive flop, and Bezos took full responsibility, even though it cost Amazon $100 million. And what about Sarah Blakely? She's the founder of Spanx. She literally would take control of the whole process from start through to finish. Even in her earlier days, she would get stockings, cut the legs off them, and wear them and show them to potential clients. This is how much ownership she took from start through to finish over the process. So how can you do this? So when you have a failure, learn from it. What went well and what didn't go well? And what didn't go well, you can refine your approach and do better. So take ownership. There's a great book on ownership. It's called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. Read that book. It's going to give you an insight how to develop the habit and why it is so important. Habit 3 is prioritizing deep work. So Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, he's known to lock in time to focus on strategic planning and product development. So back in 2012, I heard a story from Mark Zuckerberg where he literally locked himself with his engineers away for 2 months because a Facebook app wasn't working. That is strategic planning and prioritizing deep work. What about Jack Dorsey from Twitter? He literally organizes each day throughout the week into a theme day. So he doesn't do anything else besides focus on that task, and it stops him from switching between tasks, which ensure he gets the most biggest bang for the buck done in the day. And Cal Newport, he's the founder of the deep work methodology. I'd strongly suggest looking into him and studying what he has to say because he's got a lot of information on this. So an action step, and what Cal Newport says, is lock yourself away in a bunker for 3 to 4 hours every day and focus on the highest priority task that's gonna move the needle the most. And read his book. So he's got a great book, which I recommend. It's called Deep Work. Read that book. It's gonna give you insight into prioritizing deep work. So habit 4 is relentless learning. So we all know Warren Buffett. He's about 95, 96 years old now. He's one of the richest men in the world. He reads on average 500 pages a day, or between 5 to 6 hours every day to constantly review his investment philosophy. What about Bill Gates? He again is worth over $100 billion. What does he do? He has a think week where he goes away for a week and he has multiple books that he devours in that week. And he's known to read on average about 52 books a year. And what about Oprah Winfrey? She contributes her success to reading and personal growth. So what can you do? How can you apply this? So read for 30 to 60 minutes a day. It's really important to understand that leaders are readers. And if you want to lead a successful business, you need to read. And a great book on developing habits and developing habits to succeed is actually called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Read that book. It's going to teach you how to develop habits, and it's also going to help you develop the habit of reading. Habit 5 is surrounding yourself with the right people. So Oprah Winfrey has contributed the majority of her success to her mentors and her guides. She literally has a mentor called Maya Angelou. She's a great author and poet. And Oprah Winfrey has learned a lot of her life philosophy and business philosophy through this mentor. What about Mark Zuckerberg? Yes, he's had a great idea with Facebook, but he's surrounded himself with so many successful people that have helped him build the business to what it is today. And also, what about Elon Musk? I remember hearing a story of him interviewing engineers, and the engineers after the interview would go, "Oh, Elon Musk is such a smart guy." But what Elon Musk was actually doing is he was asking them questions because he didn't know and he wanted to understand how to build a spaceship. So what a great way to have mentors. So what can you do? How can you apply this? The first thing I would strongly suggest is getting a mentor. So in life, there's 7 areas of life, and wherever you're falling short, get a mentor. Also, join a mastermind. In a mastermind, what's going to take you 10 years to learn by yourself, you're going to be able to learn in 1 year. A great book is Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. This book teaches you how to build awesome relationships and surround yourself with great people. Habit 6 is staying obsessed with your customers and the customer experience. So Tony from Zappos, one of the things he did was he gave free shipping and returns for all of his shoes. So if the customers weren't happy, they could return them. What about Brian Chesky from Airbnb? The $1 billion man, he would literally go into people's homes and ask what he could do better to create a better experience. And what about Howard Schultz from Starbucks? He was influenced heavily by the Italian coffee culture. It wasn't just a transaction, it was literally an experience. So what did he do? He brought that to America, he brought that to Starbucks so he could create a coffee culture. So what can you do? Get customer feedback, speak with your customers. If you're not speaking with your customers, how do you know what the experience is like? Call up your customers, go out to site, speak with them, literally understand the ins and outs of the customer experience, what's working well, what's not working well, refine your approach and do better. So there's a great book, Delivering Happiness by Tony. Read that, it's gonna give you an insight to the Zappos experience and it's gonna help you build a better customer-centric experience. Habit 7 is disciplined health and energy management. So Tim Cook, he's the CEO of Apple. So he gets up around 4:30 every day and he does a workout. And he does this to ensure that he's productive throughout the whole course of the day. What about Richard Branson? Richard Branson, everybody knows him, the founder of Virgin. He loves kite surfing, he loves skydiving, and he loves running. And why does he do this? He does this because it gives him energy and it makes him feel youthful. And also Ariana Huffington from the HuffPost, she promotes sleep because she says it prevents burnout and it also increases efficiency. So what can you do? And how can you do this? And how can you apply this? So what you need to do is develop a non-negotiable sleep routine. We need to exercise every day and we need to focus on our nutrient intake. It's so important. And there's a great book, The First Foundation to Health is Sleep is Rest. There's a great book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. This is going to give you a great insight to developing some great sleep habits and then do some research on nutrition and exercise. So important. That's a wrap, guys. Success leaves clues, and these are the most successful habits that top entrepreneurs use. Which of these resonates with you most and which you're going to apply? Put a comment down below. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.